Hello and welcome to my story of my car accident from a few weeks ago. I was in a car accident in an Uber pool because I'm doing well, and we were on the freeway and we crashed into a stopped car. And you guys want to know what race the driver was. That's what you want to know. I can tell you're all asking me what race was the driver, what race was he, and he was old. He was very old. The other driver was Asian. So we were sitting there, stopped on the freeway, and this old dude and this young, confused Asian kid don't know what to do, and we all have to exchange information. So I end up putting all of us in a group chat together, and we send all of our driver's license and insurance information to each other. And I have to explain to these guys, it's their first time in a group chat. I have to tell them, group chats are not meant for this. Group chats are meant to send each other memes and to demean men, you know? If you've ever sent a dick pic out, we've seen it in a group chat. And then I had to, after the accident, I had to go to the hospital. So I had to decide how I was getting there because, like, do I call another Uber? Is that gonna hold up in court? Like, are they just gonna say I kept going back to my abuser? Or what do I do? So then I end up calling my friend, and he takes me to the hospital, and I find out while at the hospital that the most painful part of a car accident is finding out how much you really weigh. Turns out their technology for that is excellent. And insurance doesn't cover lipo, so great. The other rough part of going to the hospital was I went to get x-rays done, and the x-ray tech found out that I knew some medical terminology, and so he asked me what I did for my career, and I told him I had just quit my PhD to do stand-up, and he was like, no. I was like, yes, I'm so sorry, and then I just started crying. And then he said that his son also does something like what I do. And I said, what does your son do? And he said, oh, you know, he's just an actor. He acts a little bit. And I said, what has he acted in? And he's like, oh, he's just in this little movie coming out. And I was like, what movie? And he was like, oh, he just plays LeBron James's younger self in the new Space Jam. So that was fun to hear. But I thought it was amazing. I thought this guy had accomplished the American dream. He came from Congo, was an x-ray technician, and then had a child who was going to make more than he's ever made in his life in one check and never respect him again. That's the American dream. It's beautiful. Then the other part of this story is that while I was at the hospital for several hours, I was hitting on everyone. I was hitting on the doctors, the nurses, the other patients, because why not? But I think it was rough for me because as I was hitting on the nurses, they were misgendering me. They were like, sir, I'm not interested. So I left without getting any, even though my whole ass was out the entire time. Anyways, that's my story. Give me money, Uber.
I'm sure they will.
I hope so.
That's why I lift.